Yeah.
Nothing shocked the college football world more than when Lincoln Riley unexpectedly left Oklahoma for USC. After going 55-10 in 5 years in Norman, with 4 Big 12 titles and 3 straight college football playoff appearances, Riley literally said peace out to Oklahoma to take over a USC program that is just 43-27 over the last 6 years. During that span, the Trojans have 2 losing seasons, including a 4-8 mark in 2021, and have only appeared in 2 New Year's Six bowl games, the last coming in 2017. For a program that expects to contend at a high level, that expects to not only just win the Pac-12, but to contend for national championships, none of those marks were acceptable, which is why they brought Riley in to fix that. So welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. Today we begin our series on the off-season coaching changes, what to expect from each brand new coach, and of course our official grade for each hire. As always, guys, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, we've got so many more like it coming your way. We're going to break down all the coaches, and we have so much off-season content coming your way over the following months that I promise you do not want to miss. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to get our notifications because we're going to have non-stop content coming your way from now all the way until the beginning of the regular season. So, coaches leave all the time. It's not that big a deal. We see players into the transfer portal all the time. They change schools. Recruits change schools. Coaches are allowed to change schools. But it was how Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma to go out to Southern California, how he did it, that really shocked everybody, and why it left such a bad taste in everyone's mouth if you are an Oklahoma fan. He did it unexpectedly. He did it without warning, and he did it by leaving a team with lots of potential. Typically, you may see a coach leave a team because they're taking a better opportunity. They're taking a better chance somewhere else, going from maybe a Group of 5 school to a Power 5 school, going from a mediocre Power 5 school to one that's a little more historic. Lincoln Riley already had everything that a coach would want. A historic program in Oklahoma, a team with the Sooners that was loaded with talent, one that, again, had made 3 straight college football playoff appearances, had won 4 Big 12 titles, and was about to make the move to the toughest conference in the country in the SEC. Might have been a major reason why Riley decided to leave to go to Southern California. But after he left Oklahoma to USC, people could have gotten over that. They could have handled that and been able to move on. It was the fact that he took everything from Oklahoma in the transfer portal. Since Lincoln Riley arrived at USC, he has added 13 transfers, none bigger than the quarterback in Caleb Williams, who has been loaded now with tons of NIL deals, making him the hot ticket in Southern California. Williams putting up phenomenal stats as a starter for Oklahoma last year under Lincoln Riley, taking that job away from Spencer Rattler. He is now going to be the head man for the Trojans out in the Pac-12. But in addition to that, Riley has added wide receiver Mario Williams and star cornerback Latrell McCutcheon, all from Oklahoma, in addition to adding running back Travis Dye from Oregon, guy who has over 4,000 scrimmage yards during his career with the Ducks, and wide receiver Brendan Rice from Colorado, yes, the son of NFL Hall of Famer Jerry Rice. USC under Lincoln Riley is now number 1 when it comes to the transfer portal rankings. When you look at the 24/7 transfer portal rankings, USC is number 1 on that list. And again, there's nothing wrong with the transfer portal. A lot of people find things wrong with it. A lot of people think it's bad for the game. But the way Lincoln Riley has done this kind of plays devil's advocate. He kind of contradicts himself. Riley has gone out there and done a phenomenal job utilizing it, but some of his comments lately are what have really rubbed people the wrong way and what has truly made Lincoln Riley the villain, possibly, of college football. Earlier, just a few weeks ago, he said, "We didn't take players from Oklahoma. We took players from the transfer portal." And people did not take that the right way, especially when you look at previous comments that Riley had made weeks prior to that, when he said that he thought the transfer portal was bad for college football and that he thought eventually the rules for the transfer portal needed to be changed because it was very difficult for teams to build up their rosters. He also was not a fan of transfers within conferences. He blocked a few players during his time at Oklahoma from transferring to another team in the Big 12, but then goes to USC and immediately adds a running back from Oregon, USC's arguably top rival in the Pac-12, possibly the 2 teams that could be meeting in the Pac-12 championship come December. So it's interesting how he continues to contradict himself. But again, this is business. What else is he supposed to do? It's kind of what he's trying to say now. Is yes, I said those things in the past. Yes, I am taking players from Oklahoma, but they entered the transfer portal. We do wonder why they entered the transfer portal, but he is doing it in a fair way, despite it is something that not everybody is a true fan of. And the scary thing, guys, is Lincoln Riley going out to Southern California, there's a very good chance he can restore them to what they once were back in the early 2000s, and he could do it immediately. When you look at USC's schedule going into 2022, it is extremely favorable. Arguably the toughest games coming at Utah and the season finale at home against Notre Dame, who will also be with a brand new head coach, and Marcus Freeman. We'll have a video on Freeman later this week. Guys, a Pac-12 South title is well within reach. USC is going to be the Pac-12 South title favorite. They are more than likely going to be the Pac-12 favorite as a whole, especially with Oregon also in the North, dealing with a brand new head coach with Dan Lanning, and we'll touch more on that here in the following weeks. So a South title, a Pac-12 title, all is within reach. A New Year's Six bowl game within reach. But so is the college football playoff. A one-loss USC Pac-12 champion will absolutely get in to the college football playoff. And for some, that's a scary thought. That's a thought that some people don't want to think about at all because they've grown to just hate USC. That quickly, a team that many already disliked before, many dislike even more now because of the addition of Lincoln Riley and how he has operated since his arrival in Southern Cal. But overall, guys, this is an A-plus hire. This is an A-plus hire for USC and the Trojans because you may not like Lincoln Riley. You may not like the way that he has operated since he left Oklahoma and has gone to become the head coach of the Trojans, but you can't deny how good he is. 55-10 in 5 years at Oklahoma. Not an easy place to play, not an easy place to coach. A very historic program in Norman. 55-10 there. 3 straight college football playoff appearances. 4 conference titles. And guys, I think he's going to do even better at USC with lesser competition. Oklahoma faced better teams, in my opinion, in the Big 12. Texas, an Iowa State team that was up and coming. Kansas State had his number a couple times. Baylor was getting better. Oklahoma State was there. You go out to the Pac-12. Right now, it's a very, very weak conference, especially in their own division. Arizona State losing Jaden Daniels, UCLA always up and down. Utah going to be the toughest test for them. Over in the North, Oregon maybe, brand new head coach, but I wouldn't be too worried about any other team in the North right now if I were USC. With lesser competition, but obviously greater talent that Lincoln Riley has not only added to the transfer portal, but will continue to add just through basic recruiting, USC may be the king of the Pac-12 for many years to come. He is going to restore USC to what they were back in the 2000s. He's going to restore them to the level of play that USC has always expected. So you may not like him, but this might have been the best hire of this offseason, and USC will not just be a Pac-12 title contender, but they will be a playoff contender, not just in 2022, but for years to come.